Welcome back to Next Bike World, your home for in-depth reviews, fresh releases, and the latest updates from the two-wheeled universe. Today we're diving into something that blends nostalgia with modern technology in the way that only Suzuki could pull off. The bike in question is the 2026 Suzuki T350, a revival of a classic name that first appeared in the late 1960s but reimagined for the modern rider. This is a machine that doesn't just transport you, it takes you back in time while propelling you into the future. So, let's break down what makes the new T350 such an intriguing motorcycle in Suzuki's lineup. The first thing that grabs attention is, of course, the styling. Suzuki has leaned heavily into retro-inspired design here, pulling cues from the original T-Series while making sure the bike looks sharp and modern enough to hold its own against competitors like the Kawasaki Z400RS or Yamaha XSR range. You'll notice the round LED headlamp up front that gives a nod to vintage aesthetics, while still offering the crisp brightness and efficiency of modern lighting. The tank design is sleek but slightly boxy, with sculpted edges that are reminiscent of 70s Japanese roadsters. Chrome touches are tastefully applied, not too much to feel old-fashioned, but enough to highlight the retro DNA. You'll also see spoked wheels, which are a classic choice, but Suzuki has cleverly updated them with tubeless tire capability. This mix of tradition and innovation is a clear theme across the entire bike. Now, under that stylish skin lies the real heart of the 2026 Suzuki T350. Back in the day, the original T350 was a two-stroke parallel twin, but Suzuki knew that reviving such an engine in today's emission-conscious world would be impossible. Instead, they've engineered a 350cc parallel twin four-stroke engine, liquid-cooled, and tuned for a balance between punchy performance and everyday usability. This motor produces around 42 horsepower at 9,000 revolutions per minute and 32 Nm of torque at 7,000 revolutions per minute, figures that make it one of the liveliest bikes in the neo-retro segment. The 6-speed gearbox shifts smoothly, and Suzuki's slipper assist clutch comes standard, which makes aggressive downshifting a drama-free affair. Performance-wise, this is a bike aimed at riders who want fun without intimidation. With a curb weight just under 180 kilograms, the T350 feels nimble in the city while also being planted on the open road. The lightweight frame, a steel diamond structure, gives it that old-school feel but has been reinforced with modern materials to keep rigidity high and vibrations low. Suspension comes in the form of 41mm telescopic forks up front and twin rear shocks with preload adjustability, again keeping in line with the retro theme but tuned carefully for comfort and stability. Take it out for a ride and you'll notice the T350's dual personality. In lower revs, it's smooth, easygoing, and perfect for commuting. But twist the throttle and the engine wakes up, delivering a raspy growl that's addictive without being overwhelming. Suzuki has managed to balance the exhaust tone beautifully. It's throaty and evocative, but thanks to modern engineering, it still passes Euro 6 regulations without choking the character out of the bike. Braking is handled by a single 310mm disc up front with a dual piston caliper, and a 240mm disc at the rear. It's not overkill, but it's more than enough stopping power for a 350cc machine. Dual-channel ABS comes standard, which is expected at this price point, but Suzuki has also included a rear lift mitigation system for extra safety in hard braking scenarios. The tires are mid-width A110 at the front and 150 at the back, which offer a good balance between agility and grip, perfect for the lightweight nature of the T350. Technology on a retro bike can be tricky. Too much and you lose the charm, too little and you risk feeling outdated. Suzuki has walked that fine line well. The instrument cluster is a twin-pod design, A1 analog speedometer for old-school vibes and a digital LCD screen that shows gear position, fuel consumption, trip meters, and more. There's also smartphone connectivity through Suzuki's Ride Connect app, giving you access to navigation and call alerts right on the display. USB charging comes standard, tucked neatly near the handlebar, which is a nice modern touch for riders who use their bikes daily. Comfort is another area where the 2026 Suzuki T350 shines. The seat height is set at 790 mm, which makes it accessible to a wide range of riders, from beginners to more experienced ones. The seat itself is a flat, two-piece design with ample cushioning, allowing for comfortable city commutes as well as longer weekend rides. Passenger comfort has also been considered, with the slightly raised pillion section and sturdy grab rails. Ergonomically, the handlebars are wide and slightly raised, giving you an upright, commanding riding position without straying too far from the sporty DNA. Fuel economy is another strong point. Suzuki claims around 28-30 km per liter, which, combined with a 14-liter fuel tank, gives the T350 an impressive range. This makes it not only stylish and fun but also practical, whether you're riding daily or taking it out for longer road trips. When it comes to pricing, Suzuki has positioned the T350 very competitively. In most global markets, the bike is expected to retail around $5,800 to $6,200. Depending on taxes and local variations. That places it squarely against bikes like the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 and Honda CB350s, but the Suzuki offers a more premium and performance-oriented package with its twin-cylinder setup and advanced features. For riders in Europe or North America, it's being marketed as a stylish alternative to 400cc neo-retros, undercutting some rivals on price while delivering similar performance. One of the unique selling points of the T350 is how well it bridges generations of riders. For the older crowd, it's a nostalgia trip that rekindles memories of the original two-stroke T-Series. For younger riders, it's a stylish, approachable, and modern machine that stands out in a market full of single-cylinder retros. Add to that Suzuki's legendary reliability and relatively low cost of ownership, and the T350 becomes an easy recommendation for anyone who wants a bike that looks good, feels fun, and doesn't break the bank. In conclusion, the 2026 Suzuki T350 is not just a reimagined classic, it's a motorcycle with real character, practicality, and everyday usability. It's the kind of bike that will appeal to your heart with its styling and sound, while also satisfying your head with its features, fuel economy, and price point. Whether you're a nostalgic rider longing for the golden age of Japanese twins or a new rider seeking your first proper motorcycle with personality, the T350 has plenty to offer. Suzuki has successfully honored its heritage while giving us a fresh option in the competitive 350cc class. So, what do you think of the new Suzuki T350? Would you pick this over a Royal Enfield or Honda retro bike? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to Next Bike World, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into the latest and greatest motorcycles. Until next time, ride safe and keep the passion alive.